another thing. Rising frustration in Houston after millions lost power in storm. The sun felt hotter than usual in Houston this week as millions of sweltering residents emerged from the rapid thrashings of Hurricane Beryl to face a prolonged power outage, the largest ever seen in the city's utility, according to the state's lieutenant governor. The outages from the storm affected as many as 2.7 million customers across the state, mostly in and around Houston, despite a promise by the utility, CenterPoint Energy, to restore power to 1 million customers by the end of the day on Wednesday. Large swaths of the nation's fourth biggest city remain without power. The scale of the outages raised questions about whether enough has been done to prepare the city, just 50 miles from the Gulf Coast, for the kinds of storms that climate scientists predict will arrive with greater frequency. They said
this. I think you said that's the earliest like of hurricane has come in.
I think this is like a level 5 or what is a category?
It was category 5, and then it came on to the shore. I think it was like a 2 or a 3 when it hit.
This was the for this size of a scale of a hurricane, this is the earliest in the season. I mean, this is the beginning pretty much of the hurricane season. Imagine what still could come for the rest of the season. This is what we already saw. This already decimated Jamaica. I think it hit Jamaica as well. It hit a bunch of other smaller islands as well.
They're going to get worse over the years, and so it's going to be crazy. The Midwest is just going to be unlivable.
I mean, the Midwest will probably get more rain. It'll probably be almost, good for them to a degree because of the crops. All the rain they'll get kind of like they're just decimate. That just flows over.
I always thought it was
Texas
weird back in the day. People were like, our house got torn down, we're just going to rebuild. I'm like, move. If the buffalo left the area and the natives was like, we go too. It's time for you to go too.
What was the was it a storm? Something else happened in Texas where
it was a winter storm, and then
Abbott,
like the power
grid.
Not
Greg Abbott, but
they were blacking out certain parts, right? But the
Ted
people,
Cruz,
huh?
Remember he left?
Yeah, Ted Cruz bounced to try to go to Cancun. Yeah, then they called him out.
Yeah, he was on the plane. They had the video of him. But you know where Greg Abbott's at right now?
Where?
He's in Japan right now. But it's more for it was more for like a outreach business kind of a thing for the state. He already had it planned. It wasn't something he did during the time. But the point of it is, you're over there shaking hands, smiling, while people in your state right now don't have water, don't have power. Probably you can't sustain. If you don't have power, you can't sustain any food in your house. You're just out there trying to live.
No, they don't really care like that. Think about it. Like it was twice they had those winter storms. They never fixed the power grid. And then they had people sitting up there like, look, I'm freezing in my house. Yeah. And I'm looking and they're saying we have to do rolling blackouts, right? Yeah. But he's like downtown has not turned off. They're keeping all the power to all these buildings and all these condos and everything downtown. So you know what I'm saying? It takes for people to stand up, but that's crazy. I would just go to the mayor's house
and just stay there. His house probably don't got power either. You might have some generators over there or something like that. It's pretty bad down there right now. You got over 1 million plus people still without power, man.
In the heat.
In the heat with no water, no clean water, nothing. I mean, they tried to. Yeah, that's
Houston
right.
has a large population of.
It's at least about like 3 or 4 million people down there in Houston.
Yeah, how many of those are
Latinos?
No, they have a huge. Actually, there's more Mexicans than anything else, or Hispanic people. Excuse me. Nah, Houston's kind of well rounded. I think they have a lot of people.
It's a very diverse city. I like Houston. I've been there a few times myself. I like it. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's a great place to visit.
Talking about Texas though.